These words and this speller are the same words the children would use in a secular speller at this grade level. This happens to be a grade 4 book. However, when they read the little selection in which the spelling words are used, we have them learning things Catholic. This happens to be about King David. Here's types of Christ. Here's Saul the king, a holy prophet of God, and so on. So they're learning their spelling words, but we're also following the directives of the magisterium of the church, which is the total program is supposed to be integrated with Catholicism. And we've done that with our readings for comprehension. So this is just a reading workbook. I mean, basically what they're learning here is how to comprehend. But look what we have here. We have a beautiful picture of Saint Gertrude, and over here we have Saint Margaret Mary Alacoque. So for reading, they read the selection, then they answer the reading comprehension questions. How much does our Lord love us? Saint Margaret Mary was very devoted to our Lord, but she was distracted. This is a reading workbook. And we do this with all our courses. For instance, handwriting. Instead of just writing some little trivia, they might write a passage from the Bible, or they might write something about the scapular or the miraculous medal. So they're not only learning how to shape their D, they're also learning how to use this D in a selection that's distinctly Catholic. That's what we mean by Catholic homeschooling.
Very good. I'm prompted to ask this question. I've thought about it many times. By what authority does one teach in their own home? Do you have to get approval by the state, the county, or the federal government?
No. Parents have the right to teach their own children from God. It's part of the natural law. Actually, this authority comes even before the church. I mean, this is a natural right we have directly from God to teach our own children at home.
So you don't have to go get approval by the state, the county, or any...
Oh, of course not. I mean, the state
surprising.
comes after... No.
I see.
No. God gives us the authority to teach our own children. The church is very clear on this. The church has consistently taught that parents have the right to teach their own children. In fact, the church consistently teaches that parents have the right to prepare their children for the sacraments. They don't have to go to CCD class. They don't have to go over to the church to be prepared for the sacrament. Parents have the right to do this themselves. It's the natural law. Now, that doesn't mean that the pastor cannot and should not, as a matter of fact, find out if in fact the child is prepared to receive the sacrament of Holy Communion or the sacrament of penance or the sacrament of confirmation. The pastor certainly has a right and a responsibility to make sure that the children have been adequately prepared. But the parents have the right from God to prepare their children for the sacraments.
What subjects, all the subjects that are taught in public schools are taught in the home also?
Well, of course we don't teach sex education.
Well,
and that, of course, I only bring that up because the main reason why parents are choosing to teach their children at home is because of the terrible, terrible sex education that's happening, not only in the public schools, but also in the Catholic schools. Of course, the Church officially has for years and traditionally forbidden sex education to be taught in a group situation. It is distinctly forbidden to be taught in a classroom, where especially it's forbidden to be taught co-ed. Only a parent knows when a child is ready for a certain material to be taught his or her child. And the Church is very clear. Fathers are to teach sons, mothers are to teach daughters. And this flimsy excuse, well, what if a mother doesn't do it, or what if a father doesn't do it? That's ridiculous. It doesn't matter whether or not there is a policy, official teaching of the Church. This is the way it's supposed to be. It is not up to the school to go over the natural rights of the parents to teach their own children about sex education. And that is the main reason why parents are choosing it. You know, of course, we have this Jocelyn or Joyce Lynn elders who's being promoted for Surgeon General. Right. And you realize that in the schools today, the children are learning how to put condoms on a banana in 5th grade. Yeah. That's in the state of Virginia. And of course, by the time they are in 8th grade and getting into high school, they're learning every single perversion they could possibly learn. So this is the main reason why parents are turning to homeschooling.